All right, it says we're live. We're not going to be here long tonight. We're going to be in Ecclesiastes, a book that not very many people read or even know about. But in Ecclesiastes is where we're going to be, Ecclesiastes 9. And again, we're only going to be here 10 minutes or so at that. What we're going to be talking about is death comes to all. Now, this is not my conclusion. This is the conclusion that Solomon came to, and this is what he wrote. The same man that wrote, vanity, vanity, all is vanity, now writes, death comes to all. And the worst part, he's not wrong. Ecclesiastes 9:1. For all this I considered in my heart, even to declare all this, that the righteous and the wise and their works are in the hand of God. No man knoweth either love or hatred by all that is before them. All things come alike to all. There is one event to the righteous and to the wicked, to the good and to the clean, and to the unclean. To him that sacrificeth, and to him that sacrificeth not. As is the good, so is the sinner, and he that sweareth, as he that feareth an oath. All men are equal. This is what Solomon's saying. And all men receive both the good and the bad. There is one event for the righteous, one event, the same event for the wicked. And one event to the good and to the clean, the same event to the unclean. To him that follows God's law, to him that doesn't. To him that swears an oath, and to him that feareth to swear an oath. All men are equal. All men receive both the good and the bad. There is no inequality in life amongst them. All things come alike to all. Death, taxes, and illness. This is an evil among all things that are done under the sun, that there is one event unto all. It rains on the just and on the unjust. Yea, also the heart of the sons of men is full of evil. Madness is in their heart while they live. And after that, they go to the dead. The righteous, the wise, all their good works are in the hands of God. They die. In the hearts of men with the evil, the depravity, and all that they do, one day they too will be dead. Despite the search for immortality, despite modern medicine, despite the hospitals, the doctors, the healthcare, all the things nowadays that prolong life, all men end up dead. Just as life comes to all, so too does death. There is coming a day when you or I will be forgotten. Now, I've said this many times before. Go back to 1776, the years of the Revolutionary War. The great leaders that led this nation out of Britain's rule and into the greatest nation on the face of the earth. And how many of them do you remember? Hancock, Washington, Adams, Franklin. How many of them do you remember? Lincoln, you remember him. Who else do you remember from the 1800s? 1700s. 1600s. 1800s. Who do you remember off the top of your head outside of Lincoln from the 1800s. Most of us won't remember any. The 1900s. Just a few years ago, the 1900s ended. Who do you remember from there? And in another 100 years, who are they going to remember from today? What will they remember of us? Or will they remember us? Solomon says, rain falls on the just and on the unjust. Death comes to all. Solomon also says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So death on this earth comes for everybody. It does. Are you ready for the life that comes after, the afterlife? The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Do you know the Lord? The God that died for you, do you know him? Death comes for everybody. And this week we know this because of the military actions that have taken out the leader in Iran. Death came for him. Death comes to all. Are you prepared for yours? Tomorrow's not guaranteed for any of us. It's not. Solomon, considered to be one of the wisest men of all time, was down in the dumps. He has chased women. He has chased liquor, depravity. And now, in his old age, he sees none of that matters. Solomon had 300 wives, 700 concubines. How wise could he have been? He learned that the lust of the flesh brings you to death. That all the good works you do, you still come to death. All of life, to this point, with the exception of 3, all have died that have come before me. In fact, some of those that were born the same year as me and after me, they're gone. Last week, a 53-year-old man, well known, famous, died. 58, still healthy in here. All men come to death. All men have a choice, heaven or hell. All men have a choice, good or mischief. All men do not have a choice in that. Death comes for all. No choice in that. It is a morbid topic, I'm aware. It is still a topic that we must consider. One we must think about. My kids, for the last year and a half, have had to find their way through life without their mother. Something I've never had to face. Death came, and it affected them. It comes for us all. I haven't had to face it in a long time. But I know it's coming. Coming for me. I'm 58. None of us or our family members are going to live forever. None of us are on an island. Death around us affects us. All we do, good or evil, affects all those around us. All we do, whether good or bad, reflects who we are. And as Solomon says here, no matter what we do, whether good or bad, it all leads to death. So the question this comes to, what is your legacy? What are you leaving behind? How are you going to be remembered? Will you be remembered? For every one you can remember, there are millions that are not. Millions that die and are not remembered. I work in a nursing home. People die all the time. And many of them with no family around. Now I know that's the worst case scenario. Those people lived lives. Are they going to be remembered in 10 years? I've lived a life. Will I be remembered in 50 years? Am I prepared for the afterlife, for what comes after this? In America, we shy away from these questions. We don't want to think about the morbid. We're only thinking about the positive. Well, guess what? All events, tornadoes, they hit the good people, they hit the bad people. Hurricanes, they hit the good people, they hit the bad people. Lightning, doesn't care who it strikes. Ice, snow, falls in everybody's driveway and on everybody's road. The question, have you thought about the next life? Are you prepared for the next life? And when you go, have you left a legacy behind? And is that legacy one that's going to be remembered for good or for evil? Are you going to heaven? Or are you going to hell? Solomon, one of the wisest men to ever live, says, death comes to all. Are you prepared? It's a valid question. And I don't care if you're 12. I don't care if you're 90. It's time to start thinking about what happens when I go. Will I be remembered? Who will remember me? What will they remember of me? If your influence, if your reach, if your life only affects a circle like this, that's not a good circle. Especially not for you Christians. Us Christians. Our circle should be like this, if not bigger. Tomorrow is not guaranteed to us. What are you doing to prepare for when you're not here? Death comes to all. It's time to be thinking about it.